Hey y'all, what is up? This is going to be viewer's choice. Okay, you guys wanted a love message, love reading for my fire signs. Thank you so much for so far being the most views for fire signs. Okay, for fire signs, you can have fire sign in your chart, or you could flip the rules if you're dealing with a fire sign, okay? Only take what resonates. Okay, let's see. Love messages for fire signs. Dealing with fire sign placements. Love messages for fire signs. What's going on here? Okay. We have health. Fire signs, at this time, you should really be focused on, what's going to make you happy. All right. Especially if it's affecting your emotional health or your mental health. Okay. What else? Love messages for fire signs during the fire sign placement. Okay. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right. So yeah, that's like your first message. Like you are dealing with emotional health, mental health, physical health, this health. Health is wealth, fire signs, okay? Get passionate about your health. What's going on here? Okay. Moving. Some of you guys may be focusing on moving, altogether. Some of you guys could be trying to manifest moving with your partner, with your spouse, with your person, right? Probably moving in with your person, okay? A change of residence is significant. Moving with your partner. What else is here? We have communicate, all right? So meeting in the middle, compromising, talking it out, hashing it out is significant. Figuring out your boundaries, whether or not you're willing to move right away with this person, or you want to work things out with someone and move in with them versus move out. Okay, definitely communicating back and forth with your person of interest, your love interest. Okay. Anything else here? All right, we have intuition and we have give it a try. Give it a try was actually in the reverse. So I will say that maybe your intuition is saying, you know what, I don't think I want to try things with this person. I don't think things are going to grow if I continue to water the connection in this person. I feel like there's something in regards to listen to your intuition on whether or not something is drowning, or something is like there's a leak of energy, right? Because they're talking about your health for a reason, right? um so make sure that you're giving to something that's going to multiply in energy, that's going to actually absorb your energy versus waste your energy. So use your intuition here, okay, on whatever that is. We have intuition will communicate. Now use your intuition in regards to like the certain conversations you have with someone. Like if you have like an inkling here that something is off with the communication, then that's definitely an indicator here. You want to make sure that things are going to grow if you are going to live with someone, right? You want to make sure that things are going to be stable, all right? Divine timing is at play, so you could feel like things are like delayed, or you're having setbacks and stuff like that in terms of moving or moving in with your person, all right? Just give it some time. Give it some time. All right. What's going on here? Going to them. Alright, we have manifest on the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like you're manifesting communication from someone, manifesting a person of interest romantically, all right? Because that's definitely there. We have cycles, we have challenges, and we have confession. The 3 C's that no one wants to see. The 3 C's that no one wants to see romantically. All right. Use your intuition. Use your intuition. You don't think that someone's a liar, but they could be. All right. Use your intuition. All right. Especially if you were being guided intuitively, like, oh, I think I want to stop giving into that connection because that connection is not giving to me, right? Or I'm just not sure if this person is willing to push as much as I'm willing to push into the connection. There could be something that this person is not telling you, omitting the truth. And maybe you're being guided to be careful with this person, be careful with moving in with someone like that, or something of that nature. So as you're manifesting, make sure that you are clearing romantic challenges and breaking cycles. Those are the things that you want to clear romantically, right? You want to clear away lies and deception. You want to clear away any type of karmic cycle. You want to clear away any type of challenges, obstacles, issues in terms of your love life. And you definitely want to focus on a healthy relationship, manifesting a healthy relationship, manifesting a healthy relationship in which you can communicate in a healthy way, right? Because that's the only way that things are going to play out the best for you. All right, so let's see any significant dates. Any significant dates in return. Thursday. Returning energy is a Thursday. Could be significant. So it's a love interest that returns on a Thursday. A new interest, a new person. A new person. Okay. This could be a surprise, the 19th. Okay. And then we have nighttime could be significant, having a date at night. All right. So let's dive in, get some more details in regards to your love life. I'm going to be pulling from the True Love reading cards, okay? With the swans. All right. You're looking for someone that is mature. And for some of you guys, that means mature in age, but for some of you guys, it's just maturity in terms of like dating. You would rather date someone that really knows how to date. That's funny. All right. What do they need to know in regards to their love life? What do you need to know in regards to their love life? Okay. We have serendipity. All right. You want things to be calm, chill, relaxed, laid back, happy, blissful. That's the type of energy that you're trying to manifest. We have spiritual maturity. Yeah, you want someone that's been on the spiritual path for some time, or someone that's gonna walk the spiritual path with you. All right. You don't have time for people to be acting a fool. All right. You want an emotional, mature person that knows how to be responsible for their own happiness. So you do not want to be responsible for someone's happiness, as well as for someone's misery, right? You want an emotionally mature person who knows you as their partner and tries to make you feel happy, um, secured, lovable, attractive. You want an emotional, mature person that knows how to take responsibility for themselves in all of these ways as well, on their own, all on their own, right? And this can definitely be talking about either how you want to improve the level of a current relationship or the relationship that you're trying to manifest. So these things should definitely be, journaled about, meditated on, really focus on the feelings that are coming up, follow your inner guidance, your intuition, right? And it's going to lead you to more clarity, and definitely emotionally support yourself more at this time, okay? Because this is a twofold type of situation. If you want an emotionally mature or a spiritually mature person, you also have to be that energy to attract that energy, if that makes sense, right? So this is the energy that I'm seeing for you guys in terms of love, right? You're trying to get this type of energy with the chivalry and the serendipity and the spiritual maturity, right? But you also have these boundaries. Intuitively, you're being guided to not let your guard down, and know like when to put up your guard and when to be vulnerable, and definitely reparenting yourself, because there has been times where people haven't been the best to you, right? And so kind of figuring out, okay, is this a lie? Is this person going to be a challenge in dating, right? Do I have to put my boundaries up, right? Do I have to become the owl and use my intuition and really see things, through the night very clearly, right? Or do I have to become the tiger where I can go out and go get what I want, right? So it's like either or. It really depends on your situation from what I'm seeing here. But boundaries. Remember your boundaries. Be healthy in your boundaries. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start channeling what your person, your love interest, would like to say to you. All right. And we'll see what comes out. All right. So, their love interest, the person that they're interested in, a person that they could be dating right now, okay, romantically. Oh, we have the Ten of Swords. They've hit their rock bottom, all right? Something has happened. They could have been facing their dark night of the soul. They hit their rock bottom. Energetically, they're completely drained. They could have gotten into a situation where, like, someone, like, really, I heard down and out. This person's really down and out, okay? So this person, I'm gonna be honest with you, they don't have a lot of energy to give you if they're down on the floor like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they're like facing a really dark time. At this time, energetically, they don't have anything to give you. And even if they would say that they do have something to offer you, and that they do want to exchange energy with you. This person could be very severely triggered. They have a lot of energy, like they're holding on to a lot of energy, right? So this person can be holding on to a lot of conflicts, a lot of spiritual energy, a lot of dark energy, mentally, energetically, okay, in their solar plexus, root chakra, sacral chakra, and their throat chakra. There's a lot of like blockages there energetically, and I just feel like they really have very, very little to nothing to offer. And I'm not saying that like they're not going to be a good partner or anything like that, or they don't want you. It's just like how can you establish a relationship or continue to grow a relationship if this person has nothing to offer you energetically, right? We have the Ace of Wands. Now this person can see the potential in the connection. They say, I see the potential in the connection, and I want to have a new type of like a new opportunity with you, right? I want to try something new with you. Is kind of like what I'm seeing here. But, this is a phallic symbol. So therefore, this is like, I want things to be new in our intimate life, and the way we show each other that we're attracted to each other. There's something there that this person is interested in starting new and starting fresh with you, right? But like I said, they don't have much to offer. And at this point, from what I'm seeing, if you put these two together, this person only feels like the only thing that they have to offer is their phallic. Okay. And so just take that out of resonance. All right. What's going on here? That this person's holding on to a lot of energy. So it feels like this person would even transfer energy to you on a sexual level. What's going on here? Or a spiritual or a sexual level is what I heard. So they can mess up your chakras is what I heard. So pay attention to your chakras and pay attention to your energy when you interact with this person. Okay, what does their love interest, their person, want to say to them? What are the love messages? Thank you. We have the Two of Swords. This person's indecisive, first and foremost. They cannot make up their mind. They don't want to get in their feelings. They're not seeing things clearly. They're not using their discernment. They're also closed off emotionally. Like I said, they're not. It's giving like have your boundaries, because like what you're trying to get out of this person, they don't have the Ten of Swords. They don't have this energy that you're like really looking for here. It's like something's not adding up. You know what I'm saying? What does this person wants to say? What do they want to say? It's like, I want a new opportunity with you, but I don't want to open up. Or like, I don't see where you're coming from. Like something like that, okay? Like, I'm really overwhelmed right now, but I do want something new with you. Like, that's the energy that they're coming off with. But like, they don't want to be emotionally vulnerable or like rehash old emotional energy, like things like that, right? We have the Sun energy. Okay, we have the Sun. Some of them could be really burnt out because like energetically, let me put this right here like that. Okay. Energetically, they've given all they could give to let's say a child or a childish situation, right? It could also be like a situation where like they've hit rock bottom in terms of childish trauma, like things that came from their childhood and stuff like that, right? And you can clearly see that this person is either draining your energy, like you feel more drained when you're around this person, and you can even tell like that this person's kind of depressed, and that's because they have little to no energy to give, right? Right now we have 12 swords. That's a lot of swords, and there's a lot of grief and a lot of pain. They could look the Moon energy. So like there's things that this person wants to tell you about like what they're going through, but there's also things that this person does not want to tell you, and they're keeping a mystery, right, and keeping hidden. And so I feel like it's hard for you to, again, going back to the discernment, going back to like having those boundaries, right? It's hard for you to open up and be vulnerable with this person, this person is coming up as a challenge, right? Whoever you are thinking about this love interest, all right. So it's almost like the both of you are not seeing on a spiritual level. You're not seeing eye to eye. Emotionally, there's like some blockages or some obstacles emotionally. There's things that are not being addressed emotionally between you and this person, right? This person like pretends. I'm also hearing like they pretend like they're happy, but they're not. Like, so there's like a lot of things that are not necessarily helping in the situation. What else? Messages from their love interest. All right, we have the Page of Pentacles. I will say this person is going to like breadcrumb you. They're going to give you a little bit of time, a little bit of energy. All right, but they're being perceived as the King of Cups, right? So this person does have a lot of love for you, but they're not expressing that love for you, or they don't know how to express that love for you because they've been through so much energetically, and in their mind, and with their mental health, and with childhood dynamics, or because of children, or because of a son. All right. Things that this person doesn't want to say to you. Okay, sun, moon placements could be earth sign, could be fire sign, could be air sign. Okay, could be Leo, could be Cancer or Scorpio, from what I'm seeing here. So like there's a lot that is just hidden, and the reason why this person is not even coming out with like, oh, this is what I want and this is what I don't want and things like that in this reading is because this person doesn't even know what they want, because they don't even know what the heck they just experienced. They haven't even processed all those emotions, from their childhood, or from like a child. I don't know. I keep hearing a child or something like that. All right, there's like a lot of different things here. The Cancer card. Okay, this moon energy could also be like hidden things in regards to family dynamics, right? So again, going back to childhood, going back to like there's things that you don't know about their family history, right? What they experienced. There's things that they still haven't told you, but they do want, like this Ace of Wands, they do want something here. Let me clarify that Ace of Wands for you guys. What is that Ace of Wands? What do they want? What is that Ace of Wands? What's that Ace of Wands? Oh, the Six of Wands. Okay, so this person does want a victory in this relationship, in this connection with you. They want to win. They want to be on top in regards to this connection. But what is causing the Two of Swords? What is causing the Two of Swords? We have the Four of Pentacles. To be honest, the fact that they're holding on to too much. Okay. They could be holding on. They could be holding on to certain emotions and not seeing clearly that is not valuable. They're holding on to emotional experiences that is not valuable, and they're carrying that with them. And so they're carrying emotional baggage, and then they're trying to exchange that emotional baggage with you as an offer to you romantically. And I don't think you want that, the Knight of Cups. That's not, like, they're giving you a toxic cup, and they think that that's healthy, but it's not. And the thing is, the sad thing is that this person thinks that they're actually trying their best, and they're actually ruining the connection, or they're actually, ruin it before like it even starts, is what I'm seeing here. And then under that, yep, That's exactly what they're holding on to. They're holding on to something that does not work. Emotions that are not going to help, that they're not healthy. Like, they're not healthy and they're not going to be helpful. And so there's a lot of there's like a very, very deep conversation that needs to be had to address this moving forward. And hopefully you guys will find a solution. But if not, your spiritual team is saying be responsible for yourself, reparent yourself, and you will find your happiness. But if this person wants to stay in this disordered masculine energy, that is not going to serve you. All right. That is your messages. I'll leave you with that. Peace and love. See you next time.